Okay, so the second song that we are learning, the title of the song, it's called Dance. The writer of the song, this person is responsible for both the words and the music. Robert T. Gibson wrote the words and the music. Okay. This song, the tempo or the emotion of this song is to be lively. So when we perform this song, they want it to be lively. And we got to build up to that. And the tempo is about 108. So probably tap, 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 dum, 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 dum. That's about 108, I suppose. We got to build up to that. We have to build up to that. Now, this song is for 3 parts. Okay, here it says SSA. So we have 3 parts, and there's a body percussion routine involved in this song. We'll kind of reserve this after we get the words together, get the music together. Now, at the very beginning, we notice, I'm sorry. Let's talk some more about the elements in the music. So our counting pattern is 4/4. This is the time signature or the meter signature. Okay, so here's 4/4. Here we have 2 vocal lines. 2 vocal lines. These are the high girls, where it says soprano 1. Here are the low girls, where it says soprano 2. So high girls, you will always be reading this line, soprano 1. You're going to read this line. You're going to read this line, etc. Okay, you're going to read this line. You're always on the top line, high girls. Low girls, you're going to be reading the second line. Okay, now in this situation, it's the bottom line, but you're going to be reading the second line. So you're low girls, you're reading this line. You're reading this line. You're reading the second line. Low girls, you're reading the second line. When we come to measure 3, then the boys join in. And they're calling the boys altos. That's what they're calling the boys, altos. Okay? So boys, you are always reading the bottom line. If we turn the page, boys, you are reading the bottom line. Boys, you are reading the bottom line. Okay? Let's go back to the first page, which is page 2. The first page is page 2. Okay. Now, at the end of measure 2, look what we have. We have these 2 dots, and we learned from the previous song that these 2 dots tell us that we have to repeat. So we come back to the beginning, okay? And we go through this again, okay? And then we come here at measure 3. Now we have these 2 dots at the opening of measure 3. The 2 dots at the opening of measure 3. And we have 2 dots at the close of measure 4. And so we're going to repeat measure 3 all over again. So we go through, we repeat, then we turn the page. Okay, which brings us to measure 5. At measure 5, we have repeat symbols at the beginning. Of measure 5, we have repeat symbols at the beginning. So we're going to read through, then we come and we read through, and then we get to measure, now this is measure 8. Here's measure 7. This is measure 8. And we have these 2 dots And the two dots tell us to go back to the beginning of the two dots, measure 5. And so we read a second time, okay? And then this brings us to measure 9. We're at measure 9, and we sing through, okay? Next page, page 4, and we're gonna sing through. We're gonna sing through, and we're gonna sing through, okay? Turn the page, page 5, okay? And oh, actually I messed up. So when we get to page 4, we sing through, and where's it at? Something happened. Page 3. Oh, there it was. Oh, I talked about it already. Never mind. I thought I missed the repeats here at 5, but I talked about it already. So my apologies. We continue on. So we are at measure 17. My apologies. We're at measure 17. Okay? And so we do, at measure 17, we do have the opening of repeat symbols. Okay? And so we sing through. Okay? We sing through. Now at measure 20, we have the ending repeat symbols. And that takes us back to measure 17. Okay? And then we do it a second time. We get to measure 21. We have opening repeat symbols. We read through. We come to page 6. And we read through. Now at page 6, we have ending 1. And then we have the two dots. And so the two dots will take us back to measure 21. Two dots will take us back to measure 21. So we do it again at measure 21. We go through, and then we come through. Now this time, we're gonna skip ending 1. We don't go to ending 1. From here, we jump to ending 2. So here we are, ending 2, and then we go on, measure 26. Okay, so measure 26, we sing through, turn the page, okay, page 7, and now at page 7, we get our hand clapping and the body clapping, but we're gonna get the words together first before we work out the hand clapping and so forth. We'll make sure we get the words together first, okay? So we'll sing through, and then measure 38, we have the opening of the repeat symbol, and we go through, we come through. Now notice here at measure 41, because this is measure 40, which means that this is measure 41, we have ending 1 and ending 2. So that means, here are the two dots. We're going to repeat back to measure 38. We do this a second time. Here's our second time right here. Now we go forward. Okay? And so these arrows are telling us that we're going to go to which staff that we're going to move to. And that is everyone goes to one staff. Everyone is singing one staff. Okay? Here's ending 3. Okay? So we sang this. We sang it once. Repeat. Twice. Repeat. 3 times. And then the third time, we jump. to here, to ending 3 at measure 42. Okay? And we sing through, we sing through, we sing through, we sing through, we sing through. And there's the double bar line, which means we have come to the end of this song. All right. Your job with using your score, listening to the music, I need you to follow your specific part. Here we go.